Hey, what's up? Welcome to our second lesson. If you're here because you saw our second email 2, knowing your audience and win big. All right, guys, let me just start by saying that 99.9% of your clients, all right, probably aren't going to be aspiring professional fighters, all right? I don't work with any professional fighters anymore, anyone aspiring or competitive athletes, because I have 2 young kids at home, right? Working with competitive athletes require a lot of time, sacrifice and effort, right? Going to sparring, helping them with nutrition, helping them with weight training. I mean, just the whole journey is a lot of time and effort, right? I will get back to that someday. I mean, but for now, I focus just on recreational athletes, all right, clients who can afford to pay a high price point, right, for a premium service. All right, and those are the clients you're gonna be looking for, all right? So you're looking for your everyday people, everyday moms and dads, everyday business people who are just looking for the thrill, right? Looking to get that rocky rush, all right? But don't have to worry about getting hurt or hit, all right? So you're trying to feed them that excitement, all right? Like I said, those are the clients that are going to be able to afford to pay a premium price for your service, all right? So if you're trying to do this for income, those are the clients you want to focus on, all right? Those are you want to cater towards those clients, all right? Most aspiring fighters don't have, and younger people don't have the income, all right, to afford to pay a premium price, all right? We're looking for make a living out of this, right? Generate revenue. It's the whole purpose of this, all right? All right, guys. One of the biggest mistakes I see, all right, so knowing that's your audience, right? Your everyday mom and dad, all right? Your everyday business person, all right? The biggest problem I see, all right, with pad holders, all right, is we're fighters, right? And we know the fight game. Our personal trainers, all right, get into it, all right? Might not so much, but in general, the biggest problem I see with pad holders, why I don't make it, is they focus way too much on form too early, all right? Because we know how important form is, all right? Throwing that perfect jab, but it takes a lot of time to do that, right? So I see a lot of clients a lot of coaches board their clients with jab, rotate the hand, jab, and they're throwing a jab for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, all right? The clients begins to lose interest, all right? And they lose focus, and they don't want to come back. They're bored, right? All right, you got to give them what they want in order to give them what they need. All right, I like to use this analogy, this story, right? All right, Julio had a dog. The dog had fleas, right? He went to his grandma, and grandma was just like, grandma, dog has fleas. She's like, hey, Julio, give the dog some garlic, all right? And the garlic will get rid of the fleas. So he went to the dog, tried giving the dog garlic, and the dog refused to eat the garlic. He went back to his grandma and was like, hey, Julio, hey grandma, the dog won't eat the garlic, he won't take it. She's like, Julio, did you try just giving the dog the garlic? And he was like, yeah. He's like, wrap it up in some ham first, all right? Wrap the garlic up in some ham, and then give the dog the garlic through eating the ham. So he went back, wrapped the garlic in the ham, and the dog ate it, all right? And then he ate the garlic, and the fleas went away. The moral of the story is he gave the dog what it wanted in order to give it what it needed, all right? Same thing, right? The most important thing, right, when working with clients is to make sure remember why they're there, right? Remember, they want to feel like a fighter, not be a fighter. You got to make them feel like a fighter, regardless of how bad their technique might look at first, right? You still got to encourage them, make sure they're having fun, make sure they're excited about it, but help them build confidence. So give them what they want, all right? Make sure every session is an over technique focus, all right? Focus a few minutes on technique, all right? And make sure every class they're moving around, having fun, even if their form isn't great, right? Make them feel like a fighter, build their confidence. And the longer they stay in, the longer they get into the game, the more they will inquire, the more they want to know more. When you show them the videos, they will notice for themselves, hey, my hand keeps dropping, and then you can initiate, hey, all right, let's focus more in this class on keeping that left hand out. So the longer you keep them in the journey, the longer you keep them in the ride, the more time you have to work to fine tune and clean up their technique, all right? So don't overemphasize on form, especially for a client who's there just for a good form, good fun, exciting way to exercise, all right? I doesn't want to be a professional fighter, right? Now, if you came into me and say you're a professional fighter, all right, we're gonna have to focus a lot more on form a lot earlier, right? But for your everyday person, right, it's just a good form of exercise, and the longer you can keep them in, and the more time you have to work with them, the more time you fine tune and correct form as you go. So don't, please, it's the biggest mistake that I see. Please don't over focus on form early, all right? Make them feel like a fighter, right? Build their confidence. Make sure they're having fun, making sure they're excited about it. making sure they're getting that rocky rush, all right? And they will find themselves, you'll find them asking you, inquiring, right? You build fans of the game, right? Like I have everyday house moms and dads talking to me about the fights this weekend, all right? Because they enjoy it and fun. And then they were like, but he kept his jab up. I'm like, okay, let's clean that jab up, all right? It's a journey, right? Don't try to make it perfect on the first day. Fun is the number one key to this, right? If they're not having fun, if they're not excited about it, it's not gonna work. That's it, fact. All right, so give them what they need in order to give them what they want. Yeah, all right, guys, let's go out there and crush it. I see you in the next email. The next email we're gonna focus on. I think I have it written down here. Is it either getting your first 5 clients or the skill you really need, all right? All right, for skill you need for holding pads. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Boop, boop.